original Game Boy Tetris.
Okay.
Tetris still works. Game Boy, I don't know about the screen. It'll turn on.
Oh, okay, but it won't.
No, yeah, it'll turn on, but I don't know how the screen looks because I haven't put it on in about 5 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I have there. As far as PlayStation, as far as anything else, 64, no, Super Nintendo.
I mean, like, even newer stuff. I mean, I like older stuff like this, but I mean, any new stuff you got?
Yeah, I heard, yeah, let me go check, man.
Okay. How much did you want for this?
You can just make me an offer, man.
Take $5?
No, because this one goes for a lot of money. The original Tetris. Everything else, yes.
$5? Everything else?
Yeah, man, yeah. Okay. To be honest, you can take $5 for everything else.
Yeah, I can do that.
If you want to do 10, dude, I'll throw the Tetris in.
I have Tetris already, man. That's the thing.
So yeah, you know how much. Yeah, so yeah, this is a good one to keep.
Here you go.
Thank you. Yeah, you can take the bag too.
Oh, awesome!
It's a classic bag.
Yeah, it's a nice bag. I mean, if you have anything else, by all means.
Yeah, I'll go check.
Early to bed, early to rise, right, Mom? You're already the best luck charm. She pulled out a Wii. I don't know how much she wants for it, but we're gonna try to make a bundle deal for it. Morning, everybody. It's what time is it? It's 7, and it's October 3rd, 4th, 5th. We're out to community sales. We're already filling up the back.
This one or this one?
That one. Let's go that one. So yeah, we're about to head to another sale. Let's see what we can find. Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
And then I got Game Boy Color, and Tetris, of course, classic, and a few of those others there.
Okay.
I got batteries in case you want to turn it on, see if she works. I don't know if she works, just haven't used them forever.
This one's not in here.
It's not in here?
No, this one's
It's
not
probably
in here.
up in the thing, I'll have to check them.
And then this one has...
See, that's something I can go get them for this. I still, yeah.
Oh, that's fun. That's a fun game that you're missing one.
Is it? I have the one on the Wii. I like that one.
It's like shoot 'em. Fun.
How much would you want for the Game Boy Color and the games?
$30 for everything.
$30 for everything?
Game Boy Color. When did that come out? Like early?
It's a classic.
I get it.
I had a store because I figured, Savannah or somebody could play with it when they get older, but
How much would you want for just the games?
$10
$10?
for 3 of those, but I want to keep Tetris with that one.
Okay. Did you do 15 for it?
For what?
For all this?
20.
20? I don't think I could do 20. Could I do 17?
Sure.
Alright. And you don't know if you have any other Game Boy games or anything like that? Okay.
No, sir.
So they had all their games up in front, but for $36, just a bunch of Wii U, and Xbox games, some like quality titles, or PS3 too, like all different types of systems, which is great. We've been having a pretty good day so far. If you look in the back, we picked up 2 Switch games, bunch of Xbox 360, a lot of Game Boy for some reason. We picked up a Wii earlier in the day, just a lot of stuff. How are you doing, Mom?
Good.
Liar.
I am good.
We've spent a little bit of money. Turn right here. But this has been a really good day. It's 10:30 right now. We're still finding stuff. Probably just jinxed us, but we'll see what happens. So for $1, these things. I'm not doing a very good job of recording my stuff, mainly because we've been going at it for a while. We've been out for about 4 hours now, and we just keep finding stuff. So, I mean, my mom's finding something over there too. How much for the Dragon Balls?
Dragon Balls, this one, the big ones are for 10, these ones are for 5.
Okay. Thank you.
You need to move them up, because they're gonna fall.
I'll take the small ones for 5. Yeah. So yeah, you heard that right. $300 for an NES at the garage sale. He said $20 for Zelda, and he's like, well, I'm charging a little bit more because people gotta understand that they gotta respect them as a collector's item. What? What does that? Huh? Ah! But I did pick up these Dragon Balls for $5. Not bad. That X-Men Adventures looked cool, but it was for $5, and I was initially going to pick it up, but it was a 30th anniversary collector's edition, so it's not worth it. Nothing there. Should keep going, keep going. I'm gonna drop all the videos once we're done. Okay, so for another $1, just this game. There's been a lot more stuff, like those games right there, $2 a piece. Xbox One game for $3. A lot of stuff. We are packing this car right now. It's 12. We're pretty much done. Everything else is just icing on the cake right now. Yesterday was absolutely excellent. Hello everyone, welcome to the recap. I'm going to go by really quickly because I have to leave. I am back at home right now just for the weekend because I came down to go and hang out with my family and go to this amazing garage sale that we do every single 6 months. So let's get down to it. We're going to go through this very quickly. I'll have to go through some stories a little bit faster than normal. Alright, let's do this. Call of Duty Ghosts sealed, unfortunately, while it was in our house, or in our car. It was one of the first things we picked up of the day. It ripped. Fortunately, though, it's an open package. $3, not too bad. SOCOM was $1. Rare Replay was in the middle of the day. That was $3. Nothing too big. Took me a while to get this game out of the house. Only $1 though, so not too bad. Tangled, $2. Cheat Code Explosion, 2 books in 1. Was free because these games are like $2. Left 4 Dead, Universe at War, and Payday 2. So we can just move those down. I don't know, I have this cup here. Let me just... Oh, wow, it's magic. I can move all these things away. Perfect. Underneath this camera, I bought this, and then I asked them about video games, and they pulled out these 2 games. Really wish this was on the Wii, Angry Birds, and Star Wars, but 2 sealed games, both of them in the collection of this older gentleman, which was pretty cool. 50 cents for Quake 2, and then Serious Sam, The Second Encounter. Just miscellaneous CDs that I thought was cool to pick up for 50 cents. And then Virus. I don't know why I picked this up. But this was probably one of the best things of the day. Asked them if they had any games. Walked down to an area that didn't have any games, but had a couple of stuffed animals. Pikachu and Foxy. So that was pretty cool. And then I came back and asked them what they found. And all they found was this. But they said, ask whatever you want. And I said $5. And they're like, oh yeah, sure. So great for $5 right there. This lady was really interesting. I've gone to her sale like 3 or 4 times already in the past years, and every single time she's never had games, and she's always said no. And then I asked them about, I saw the games right there in front. I saw the Xbox, and I'm like, okay, cool, I have an in. And so she said $5 a game, and I was like, Toy Story doesn't have the manual, Godfather, and they're both kind of scratched. And then this thing was like $7. And then I just kept standing there and looking at them. And the more I kept looking at them, the more she dropped her price until they went down to $1 a piece. And I picked them up for $5 altogether. So not too bad right there. Let's see. It's going to get less and less cluttered up here. Unfortunately, that means less appealing things to look at. This Sega Game Gear was really interesting. It was in a lot for this Xbox controller, this PS3 controller, this Xbox, I don't know which model, didn't come with a hard drive, and then MotorStorm, and it came with all the manuals. I think this is a PAL, game. I'm not quite sure. And then, of course, the actual games, Tasmania, where's Alien Syndrome, Mortal Kombat 2, Sonic Spindrift 2, Sonic, and Alien Syndrome. If anyone can tell me about that in the comments, please let me know. I was looking it up and I couldn't really tell if it was, I'm pretty sure it's PAL, but I don't know where exactly it came from. So yeah, also this really cool box, or container. I got a lot of cool cases, including this Game Boy case from a different sale. This sale my mom went to, she picked this up, and turns out they only had the DS cases, but inside this they had a charger, so that was kind of weird. Let's see, a really good sale here. A little bit more than I usually pay at the garage sale, but for a Switch game, I'm always willing to pay a little bit more. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and BioShock the Collection for $25 altogether. Really good deal considering that this game only came out like a year ago, and BioShock the Collection's worth around $15. I don't know if I'm going to keep this, don't know if I'm going to sell it, we're going to see. Alright, let's go to the next couple of things. I talked about this. Oh yeah, this is a Nikon Coolpix L110. It's a pretty decent model, and I might use it for later videos. This is actually being filmed on my mom's phone because I do not have enough storage on my old phone, or on my phone right now. Okay, I gotta go a little bit quicker. This one was really cool. It's 10 o'clock. I thought that the people at the previous sale were like, oh yeah, they had stuff, they had video games the previous day, and I was like, oh okay, might as well take a look at it. And so they had this all out, and then I asked for more, and they brought out like almost all the Wii games. So War of Cybertron, Prince of Persia Trilogy, Little Big Planet 2, Midway's Arcade Origins, that's probably the best one in there, Plants vs. Zombies, Time Crisis with the 2 guns, no sensor though, Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, Ghostbusters the video game, Super Paper Mario, Mario Sports Mix, Ghostbusters the video game, Epic Mickey Power of 2, Super Mario Bros., Plants vs. Zombies, Super Luigi Bros., Scribblenauts Unlimited, Rabbids Land, and Mario Party 10. All of that was for $36, and that was an absolute amazing deal. That one's probably one of the best ones of the day, other than this DS lot, which is a really interesting story I'm going to try to get into in a little bit. Alright, so this stuff right here, this was the actual very first stuff of the day, Star Wars Episode 1 Racers. Unfortunately, you see this, it's Metal Gear for the Game Boy Color, and yet I can't, it doesn't have a sticker on it, so that's a shame. The Game Boy Color with no back. It didn't come with Tetris. It came with this Game Boy actually, and then this Game Boy. All of that was $5. I threw out a $5 offer, and they took it. This Game Boy was really interesting too. The guy didn't want to sell it initially. He had these Pokemon VHSs, and I asked him about it. And he's like, "All I have is a GameCube. I might have a PS1 or something like that." But the games here are really good. Mega Man 2, RoboCop 2, Amazing Spider-Man, Kirby's Dream Land, Tetris, obviously, Super Mario Land, Pac-Man, F1 Zero, and then I think this is World Circuit Series. And then in the back of this is another Super Mario Land, which is pretty cool. Both of these do not boot up. These two work, though, so that's pretty cool. This one was $17. Speedy Gonzales, Wave Race, and Rugrats. And then the back of this had its back to it. It's a much better condition than this one right here. Alright, I can do a little bit better job. I got some storage back on the phone, so we can start from where we left off. I believe I covered all this stuff. Yeah, these ones were interesting. This was the first day. This is the first sale of the day, so having Metal Gear, even if it was ripped up, the first sale of the day is pretty interesting. This one was a weird sale. The lady was actively mean to her son. Like, she called him super slow and stuff like that. I don't know. But $2 a game for these 5 games, not too bad. Just didn't have Pirates of Plunder. So, pretty good price on that one. Covered this. Oh yeah, Terraria was $5 initially. I dropped them down to $3, but I also bought from them this really nice guitar. I know you can't see it. Oh, and that drum was from another sale. I had to actually throw away something from the Wii because it's covered in ketchup. Because of this because of this sale right here. This was a really good one. Nice clean Wii controller. Nunchuck is actually in the box. Where is the box? I cannot find it anywhere. Yeah, she pulled out the box. There we. No, that's not. It's really messy down here. sealed Virtua Tennis, sealed Geon Cube, and sealed non-sealed GT Pro Series. Putting that into the collection. Everything else is going to sale. I don't keep sealed games or sealed games, so yeah. This was one of the last sales of the day. Tetris Link, pretty good price for 50 cents. Complete and everything. The only thing is the box is not in that good condition, but a fun game. These two also came from the Game Boy lot, if I haven't said it already. I know, I'm a little bit flustered. These also were from that drum sale, but this was a really cool shirt. It was a Call Me Zelda One More Time shirt, and I got this one with this tie-dye-like shirt for $1. Let's see, what else is there to finally say about it? I think the last couple of things I can say is this calculator, $1, pretty good. It's a financial calculator, and we can go into what all of this stuff is. Oh, but before that, the $20 lot also came with, not the Rampage game or the game in there, but it came with a Kinect. So that was pretty cool. But yes, this was probably one of the best lots in there. So a little bit of a backstory of the sale. Last year I went to the sale, and I didn't even remember this. I asked them about games. They said no, or they said yes, we have DS games, but we can't find them. So jot down your number, we'll get to talking with you. Apparently, they kept my number, because this year, I asked them about games, and they're like, oh yeah, you asked us about games last year. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And they walk out with like a container, it's like a jar full of Game Boy Advance games, and they just dump it out all over the table. And one of the first things that falls out is this, and I'm like, okay, Donkey Kong Country 2, or Donkey Kong Land 2. It's like, oh shoot, Pokemon Yellow. So yeah, there is in total, I want to say 48 games here. I can put up on the screen how many games actually were there, but in total, it cost me $30 for everything. Obviously, the best things in there being Pokemon, Grand Theft Auto Chinatown, which is a $15 game, Elite Beat Agents, which is continuing to rise in price. All these games down here are pretty decent. Like nothing mind-shattering or anything like that, but $30 for all of this, including the Game Boy Advance and the DS Lite, which unfortunately doesn't work, but does have the bottom part to it. So that's pretty good. Is great. Honestly, yesterday was one of the best garage sale days I've had all year. No $100 games or anything like that, but the sheer amount of quality I got to yesterday, and the amount of flipping opportunity is here is awesome. And plus I get to keep a bunch of games, like way too many. Like half of the Wii U games are going into my collection. I don't know about the Switch games right now. It all depends on how much I can make back by the end of like these next couple of weeks. But yeah, these next few weeks I probably won't be doing too much of this stuff. College is kicking my butt, so I'll have to scale back a little bit, but you will see all this stuff. You'll see more content like this soon, I promise you. Well, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope I covered everything in this video. I didn't do a good job of recording last week. I apologize, or not last week, this week. I apologize for that. I was in a hurry. This sale is an 18 Neighborhood Plus sale, and if I didn't rush, I would have missed everything. I missed apparently a dude who paid $1,000 for an NES bundle, NES, Super Nintendo, N64 bundle. He had like everything. That was interesting. I don't know what the deal was with him there, but yeah. Thank you all for watching, and as always, take care.